who is doing barbering, and he's very good at it. But when it comes to also braiding, he's also good. But for today, he's doing barbering. So what he's doing, he's shaving a lady, but a style, which we call fade style, whereby the lady, as you can see, she's braided. So the name of the guy is Eric. So Eric has braided her hair, and now he is styling it by cutting some of the hairs at the ends around the head. So at the end of the day, you'll find that that lady, when that hair, she can style that hair up, or she can style that hair down, and yet she will look like a lady. So we have gents who are doing that, and we encourage them to join us so that we can train them. But also they should have the interest to do that. Also, we have somebody else here who is doing something we call flat iron. So the lady who is doing that, she's using an equipment we call flat iron. So she's making sure the hair is straight. So at the end of the day, you'll find the style will be like a bob style. So as you can see, the hair is very coarse. Hiyo ndio ile iko mtaani tunasemanga nywele ngumu. So it's a bit coarse, but when you style the hair using the flat iron, when you add heat on it, you can see it is straight and yet a bit fine, yani nyepesi kiasi, so that this hair can be more manageable. So because all of us, we want to look beautiful and also to have good hairstyles, but then again, our hair sometimes depending on our genetic factor, they are a bit coarse. Zenye tunasemanga nywele yangu ni ngumu. So you find her, she has very coarse hair, but at the end of the day, this hair will end up to be very manageable and she will look very beautiful.
There's a lot of fear on this. Sometimes they say, oh, flat iron inamaliza nywele or something of the sort. You've heard that.
Yes.
It is true.
Yeah.
But if you do it often, see it's that bad.
But it's not that bad. Technically, it can cut the hair.
Right.
But when somebody who is a professional does it very well, because once we know our hair is it has water, so hair naturally contains water. So if you remove that water from the hair, then the hair will become very dry, and then at the end of the day, it will cut. But if you have a professional, somebody who has learned how to deal with different kinds of hair, then that myth is gone. So flat iron does not cut the hair. The person who is doing it is the person who is doing it wrongly. But when you do it right, adding some products that will prevent the flat iron, the heat from the flat iron to dry up the hair, then that hair will not cut. So it depends with the person who is. Does this person have the skills of doing this? Does this person understand the client's hair? Does this person know the products that are supposed to moisturize the hair? As much as you're adding the heat, you also need to moisturize the hair. So if you have those skills, and that is what we teach here at KIPS, then that hair will not cut. Many times you are going to do that, the flat iron, the hair will not cut.
You know, most of the people, and that is back then, that it was so common, but if you want to learn something to do with, just hairdressing and all that, you would go to the salon, to the actual salon. A person, well, I don't know whether then these ones are considered to be professionals, because also they have learned while working at the same time. Just how important is a school setup like this, contrary to just going to a salon to learn this?
So the difference between you going to a salon and to a school is that in a school, you will be given the maximum time, because once you go to a salon, you'll be expected to work and also to learn. And you find these people who are, the person who is working at the salon, she's also working. So the issue about that is money. It is money oriented. But when you go to a school, you'll find somebody who will dedicate the time to training you. And what do we train? Not just the skill of doing it, also the skill of taking care of that client's hair, and also being able to identify the different types of hair that we have. Because as our names are different, then our hairs and the way we are made is also different. So I need to understand you, I need to understand your hair so that I can choose the best products for your hair. So that is what happens in a school. It's a bit of theory, but not that complicated, because usually when we go to class and we are learning theory, we're just training you on how to identify different types of hair, because as our names are different, also our hairs are different, the texture is different, the way we are born is different. So when we go to class, we train you to identify those kinds of hairs. And also we train train you to use how to use the products that are in the market. You realize in the market you'll find so many types of oils, so many types of cosmetic products that are in the market, but they don't suit all of us. What will suit me will not suit another person. It will not also suit you. So it's up to us as the trainers to train that student, to train that young man, that young girl on how to identify the type of hair vis-a-vis the type of product. So you need to understand what ingredients help in this way. This kind of hair is dry, so what do I need to add on the hair? Moisture. So I look for a product that has a lot of moisture, that has moisturizers. Also, we have other product ingredients in those products that will prevent what we call flyaway effect, whereby you comb your hair, you find the hair, small hairs are running away. So your hairstyle ends up not to be neat. So there are those ingredients. Once we teach you how to understand each ingredient, what does it do to the hair, then you're good to go and attend to the client. As much as we are going also to train you on how to do the skill. So theory is about why do we do this and not that.
And what to use. And it's interesting, I'm imagining you also are a student in your own space, because it's an advanced, space where every time there's something new that is coming up. So you have to read and read yourself.
Exactly. You have to be able to find out what is new in the market. So you have to cope up with the new trends that are coming in the market, because the manufacturers also, you can see but the beauty industry is so broad. So majority of the people who know about something about beauty, they're investing a lot on beauty. So each and every, like in 2 months, we will find a new product in the market. So you need to find out who has made this product. How do I use it? What is the benefits of this product on this type of hair, that type of hair? And also you also need to have a good networking with the manufacturing companies, so that when they are bringing they are manufacturing new products, they also involve you. And they also explain why they are using those ingredients. You can also chip in and give them advice. So when you're a trainer, you also need to be a bit in touch with the manufacturers and to have a wide range of network. Because even these students that you're training, they will go out there. They'll go in different ways. So we also follow up what is new in where they are. So that is how you need to be vigilant.
So when you come to this school, it's hairdressing and beauty therapy. So you only do, the people who do hairdressing and there are others who do beauty, or then it's a combined course?
So it depends with the person. There are those, majority of us, like in KIPS, you find they come and do a combined course. They do both hairdressing and they do beauty. Why do we encourage them to do that? Because once you do hairdressing, you will do several things. One, you'll know how to style hair. So styling is part of hairdressing. There is somebody who is going to specialize in styling. Now that person has gone to school to learn hairdressing. There is somebody else who will come in, but the strong point, the strong area of that student is braiding. So we have to encourage those students to come do everything all round. Then we find out, what does this girl do best? Then we encourage that person to follow that route.
Okay, amazing. How long would this course take?
So for those who are combining hairdressing and beauty, they take 1 year. For those who want to do a single, either hairdressing or beauty, they will take 6 months each. But if they are combining, they go parallel.
Right. Okay, so perhaps to just check on some of the things that are happening here, or some of the activities that are ongoing. She's learning how to do braiding or what?
She's learning how to style the hair.
Oh, this is styling.
This is styling. If you look at it very well, this is
styling.
Very
beautiful.
So this lady, she's here for she has been here for the last 2 days. Only 2 days.
And she can do this. Oh, this
she
is
can
nice,
be able to style the hair, because she's doing hairdressing. So we must combine all those things, because as I said, hairdressing is broad. So she has to learn how to style. So this is styling. So we are teaching her a little bit of styling for those people with long hair. You can see this hair is long, but you see what she has done.
And they struggle a lot with styling.
They struggle. Styling is a struggle. You have to practice. So this is the basic. We start with what we call folds. You can see she's doing half of it because she's 2 days, 2 days old in KIPS. So then she will do the full head. as we progress. And you can see here she's trying to twist. She wants to
add in some beauty or hair.
Some beauty on this, so that when she does this fold, these ones will be left hanging. So that's her style. So this one is a beginner doing styling and also a little bit of some braiding. Yes. But as they progress, we teach them other styles and other things to do. Because if you can if you can see this one is doing lines.
This one, yeah?
Yeah, this one is doing lines. So as you can see, she's doing
the cornrows, yes.
Yeah, we call them cornrows, plain lines. But for this one, she's a bit older than the rest, than that one who is doing styling. So this one we had to practice on the dummy first. Then she can come to the client. When we see that she's doing something very good, then we can tell her, now practice on the client. So she's learning how to do lines, and she's going to do it a lot of times.
Until she perfects.
Until she perfects, because if you can see, some of the lines you may find there are a bit big, others are a bit smaller. So those are the things that the teacher goes around checking and guiding them until they are able to balance the whole style, because the style has also to balance.
So mwalimu, like you know everything about this. Unaweza shuka yourself?
Shuka naweza. Yes, na kufundisha. Kushuka naweza. So that's why, because there is no way you can be able to train somebody to do something and yet you don't know. Even these ladies, we also encourage them to become trainers later. But they have to learn first on how to do it. Then after that, then they can go and teach somebody else.
Okay. All right. Who is the next in line?
So these ones are also doing styling, because these ones are their level is down, because if you find, like for the one we were talking about 2 days, you may find this one is 2 days, the other one just reported today. So we start with the basics. And there is the teacher guiding them. Like now you can see she has done this one very well. So the teacher is also going to guide her on how to do now a full head, because this one is half head. You cannot start with a full head if you have not done a half head. You have to take the student step by step. As we said earlier, hairdressing is not just doing, it is a lot of work. So we take her step by step. So you can see she's doing a full, the teacher is guiding her on how to do a full head. But she will also come back again, check what has she done, what mistakes has she done, then anamurekebisha.
Nice. Okay. Then we have braids. No, this one's are lines as well.
Yes, these ones are cornrows also.
So this one's a styling.
So this is a class of styling, because they also go with levels. So we cannot just bring you today and mix you with the rest of the students. So there is your level. So we take you to where you belong, your level. So if you can see these ones, they are level 1. Basics.
Are there specific times for the intakes? I'm imagining that this one is now January intake, or you can just come in any time?
You can just come in time. But we also need to evaluate you. Which level are you? When you come, we sit down and we find out what have you done, what idea do you have you ever gone to school, have you ever done anything?
Oh, it's important, because some of them will have learned maybe in the salon, but they don't have certification. Yes.
That is. So we have to sit down with that student, talk to her or him, understand them, then now we place them where they belong. Like this one's ni level 1, wenye wajamaliza hata wiki moja. So we start, because kazi ya mkono at times it is discouraging. So you need to take this student a step by step, slowly, a step that is going to encourage the student to move on, to keep doing it. It is doable. So these ones are level 1s, those ones who have not lasted here for 1 week. So this is January intake. Until we close the month, they will be doing the basics. Then we progress to the next. But also when it comes to the work of the hands, the skill, it also goes with your speed. Like you see the teacher is walking around. She'll find one is able to do very fast, so she will go with that speed. The other one, so we go step by step according to your speed. So we cannot just tell you the rest have finished, so you have to finish. So we have to take you as an individual. That is why we said when you go to a school, vis-a-vis a salon, you have an advantage when you go to a school, because in a school you
dedicate all your time.
I dedicate my time to each and every, and I treat them as individuals. So if this one is going slowly, I go slowly. But I also, at the same time, I encourage that person to go a little bit faster. The one who goes faster, I encourage her to go more faster. But not also to discourage the rest.
Okay, yes. Of
Yes.
course, because we're different,
Yeah,
and
because
sometimes
we're
you even go to the
different.
salon and you unasema nataka ule.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons,
Yes.
This is beautiful. This one is an advantage,
Yes.
an advanced stage.
So if you find this one, she's in the 3rd semester.
Huyo aende tu salon. Sindio?
But bado hajamaliza, itabidi the other things she has to learn.
Okay.
But this one she learned in semester 2 last year.
Beautiful.
We are in January, so this is semester 3.
Right.
So we start with, like, we have opened like last week. This is semester 3, she's in semester 3. So last year I need to find out, did you forget something when you went home? So she will do something, and you can see they are doing very well.
Very well.
So these ones are called knotless braids. These ones they learn when they're in their 2nd semester. So this is what they learned last semester. So then again this semester they will do weaving. They will weave like,
Yes.
we will teach them how to weave. Then in the final stages, we give them like an internal exam to find out where is the weakness.
So the 3rd semester is the last.
No, the 4th semester is the last.
The 4th semester is the
Because
last.
She's doing cosmetology. She will go for 4 semesters.
Okay.
So she's in the 3rd one. We will teach her braiding, weaving in semester 3, plus other things because she's doing hairdressing and beauty.
All right.
But for braiding, she's good. So she will go to weaving. We find out what she can catch, what she can do, how far can we push her, all that. Then at the end of the semester 4, then we will sit down with her, give her an exam, evaluate her before we release her to the market.
Yes. So then she is finishing. Huyo ni wa kumaliza.
Huyu ni wa 3rd.
No. Huyo sasa anamalizia zile zenye anaachilia, the way it's done at the salon.
This one, anaingia 2nd semester.
Okay. So now she will need to understand this.
Understand. So when we combine them like this one is in 2nd semester, this one 3rd semester. So as we are progressing, she will have to help the one who is doing, who is the 3rd. The 2nd will finish as she is watching.
Okay, what this one is doing.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. So this one we can confidently say is beautiful. It's actually the first thing I noticed the moment I got here. So sometimes you have to get clients from outside. What happens in terms of them getting people that can work on their heads or themselves?
From themselves, but we also encourage them to get from outside. Why? Because once, if you are my colleague, there is a way we get comfortable. Yeah. So I can even tell you, sit down. But when you get somebody from outside, you are a bit nervous. You have to behave and you are a bit nervous. Yes. So we also train them on how to deal with people they do not know at all. So there are times you'll find us telling them, I don't want somebody from here. Yes. I want from outside, completely somebody I do not know. And since KIPS is a big college, we have other departments. Yes. So we also encourage them to go to the other departments to get the ladies, the gents, to come and work on them. Then there are still also another level we'll tell them, I don't want any student. Even from KIPS, I want you to get somebody from outside, so that this person, you will make this student get a bit nervous and see how she behaves when she's nervous. Yes. How will she approach this client? How will she deal with the pressure?
And you know the pressure is there. You can imagine how many times you have to shout because unaona hii nywele, it's not what you asked for.
Because we even encourage them to get from outside, because people from outside will come and complain. They are always on the mirror looking. Yes. This is not, you have not done well. How does, so as our work is to observe, how is this student going to work under that pressure, be nervous, and how do they overcome that? Then we also guide them on how to overcome all those challenges.
Right.
Yes.
So in this case, once she's done with it, she also gets to the styling bit.
Yes, because she learned it in semester 1.
In semester 1, yes.
So she has done styling in semester 1. So she's going to do this, finish, then style the hair. And and they know. When then there is a book we have for the work they do per day. So we record every day. So you'll see today you got 5 marks for styling, for braiding, for doing whichever style you are doing, all that. So when you give them those marks, it also encourages them to do better tomorrow. Right. Yes, but there is no way the teacher will come and accept this work. As much as it looks very beautiful and neat, I cannot accept this work that as it is finished.
It has to be styled.
She has to style, and let me see that style.
And now that she's also on cosmetology, perhaps also do some bit of beauty,
Do
makeup.
depending with the style she's going to do here. So if she's styling a bridal style, I need to see a bride in terms of the face and all that. And majority of the times we also hold competitions amongst them, whereby we tell them, this class, this level you're going to do, I need a bride. So they will have to go and look even for the dresses and dress a bride. And let me see a bride from the top to the bottom. So also that is something else. So we also train them. So because when they go out, there are different types of clients. There are different people who want different styles. How do you incorporate that? Because also even when you go to a salon, you ask the person who is doing your hair, which style will go with my dress?
Yes.
So we also
Most of the times you do that.
yeah. So which style goes with this particular kind of occasion, which style goes with this particular of dress, kind of dress or that. So we also train on that.
You mentioned that they could do combined, or one would decide 6 months, or maybe just one full year. So what would be your advice for someone who's watching us today and perhaps they want to join KIPS and they're thinking, now will I do combined, or I'll do hairdressing, or I'll focus on this? For combined, so like she would do this and maybe the next week she's on the other class, or what happens?
What happens is we have, if she's doing a combined course, that is hairdressing and beauty, then we have a timetable. So whereby we organize for them and we arrange the timetable in such a way we do not also make them feel so pressured. So the timetable you'll find mostly in the morning we do hairdressing because hairdressing takes a lot of time, takes a lot of work, but in the afternoon this person is tired. So we do a little bit of beauty. So every day she must do all of them. We arrange that timetable in such a way she will do everything in that day. In the morning, you may find that we are in theory lesson because they are fresh. Then after break, they go for braiding because it will take them time. Others are doing barbering. So we arrange that timetable in such a way by the end of the day, this person has covered all, she's all round, and yet she does not feel so pressured, so overwhelmed. So the timetable is well arranged in a way that she can incorporate all of them. Because if you say this week is hairdressing, the next week is beauty, then you'll find there will be a challenge of finding clients. Because we also have clients who are walk-in. Those people who know, those people around, they know we are here and we offer free services because it is a school. So we have walk-ins. So we arrange a timetable in such a way they can be able to take in even those walk-in clients, such that hata akikuja asubuhi apate my barbering lesson is at 11. That client, the student can be able to convince the client to wait a little.
Kidogo,
Kidogo. Unlike kumwambia, come next week, ama let me give you to somebody else.
So you mentioned something to do with barbering. Hawa watajifundisha kunyoa?
Hawa wengine kama huyu ako third semester, lazima anajua kunyoa.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, even the ladies, if it is about cosmetology, we will train you in every,
all round.
So you'll find there are some ladies who are even very good in barbering. And the market, they are very...
I think you have seen those ones that were quite marketable. There's one, it's a barber shop that it's just for ladies. It is beautiful to see. So you have special programs for me. Say I am working and I'd love to just have an extra skill, and especially during the COVID-19 times is when we realize that you really want to have an extra skill. Do you have special programs for those ones that are working, maybe evening classes?
Yes. We have evening classes whereby you may find a person is working and yet she wants to know about hairdressing or about beauty. There's also another category of people who want a specific thing. Like you may find somebody like you, maybe you love makeup and you would like to know more about makeup. So we have that class for makeup alone. But that one you don't learn it during the day because we have the regular students. But the special students, we call them special students because everybody comes with their needs. And also their hours are a little bit limited. So they come from 4 to 7, Monday to Friday. Then on Saturday, we look for somewhere they can go maybe and attach and do something else. We can find a salon for you, or maybe those people who are working, they just maybe want to rest. So Monday to Friday, 4 to 5. We have a class of those people who want maybe, I want to learn about massage alone. Because there are different types of massage. I want to do braiding, as in braids like these ones. There's somebody else who will come and tell you, I just want to know about weaving. So that one will take that class 2 hours per day. There is somebody else who will come and tell you, I want to learn styling. Styling alone.
Yes.
That one will take the evening class. There is somebody else who will come and tell you, I want color, to learn about color, application of color. So that one will take 2 months, 2 hours per day, Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday. So like for her, she's doing combined. And so combined incorporates all these things that you have mentioned.
Exactly.
Barbering, coloring, styling, weaving, all that.
That is why they take a longer time than the rest of the people who are doing short courses. Because like if you want makeup, that's a short course.
Right.
For her, she's going a full year, Monday to Friday, a full day.
Wow. Fully fledged.
Okay.
Okay.
Day, Monday to Friday, 8 hours. Monday to Friday, 8 hours. From 8 to 4. From 8 to 4.
Do you have students who've come back to be trainers, or maybe do you follow up maybe right after to see whether they have set up, you know, their salons and they're doing well?
We do a follow-up. We even, when they are in the third semester, like for her, we need to follow up. What do you do when you're over the weekends? So if she does not have somewhere she goes, we look for somewhere she can go over the weekend. So by the time they reach second semester, it is our responsibility as trainers to make sure they go somewhere on the weekend and practice what they have learned in class. Then again, there are other students we have trained and they become trainers. Because it is our responsibility as the trainers to also make sure the younger generation comes in. So that when you are not there, they can be able to do it. And we have several in other colleges. And also we have those people who know that we have a school, so they are always calling. If they know you produce very good students, they call. Do you have somebody who is good in massage? Do you have somebody who is good in this? So we never lack where to take our students.
And so she does the nails, the manicures and pedicures as well?
Yeah, she has done, so far she has covered manicure, pedicure, makeup, that is the side of the beauty. This semester she's going to do waxing. So it is divided in bits so that it can fit the whole year. Then when it comes to braiding, she can be able to do very good cornrows. She can be able to do very good braids like you can see. She's able to do twists.
Yes.
We also incorporate other styles that are coming up, like the twist outs, the jungle braids, all those types of braids, because braids, these are knotless. We have the normal braids, we have the jungle braids, we have the butterfly braids. So all those she has learned in semester 2.
Ah, amazing.
Yes.
All right.
And also we have the hairdressing part on her also. The hairdressing part on her is when she has done, she must know how to shampoo the hair, because of course you cannot braid dirty hair. She must know how to shampoo the hair, to condition the hair depending on the need of the hair. Because conditioning is about treating the hair. Kupea nywele chakula. Na nywele hatufanani, utapata ingine imekonda, ingine imenona, all that. So conditioning is about now treating the hair. Also, right now she's going to learn how to apply chemicals.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So we take them in bits, because that work is a lot. Yes.
And finally, we're here.
So this one is doing blow styling.
It's a second. So you're at a blow dry, isn't it? Okay.
A blow dry.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay, this one is in the second semester. She's starting the second semester. So first semester is when she learned how to shampoo the hair, how to treat the hair, condition the hair, and also how to blow style that hair. And she's doing a combined course, so she will be able to blow style this hair. She has done shampooing, conditioned, then she's doing blow styling, then she will also do the braiding, because that is what she learned.
Oh, second semester.
The last semester, because now she's getting into second semester. So, or do cornrows, because cornrows are learned in the first semester as basics. And also she has learned how to style, a little bit of styling. So she will also be able to style this hair. After blow styling, I cannot accept this as finished work. She will have to apply oils, of course, depending on the type of hair that she's doing. Then after that, she's going to style the hair, like you've seen the beginners doing. So she is going to do a good style on that hair, depending on the facial features of the client.
Oh.
Because a style is not just a style. What works for me will not work for you, will not work for her.
Okay.
Because of the facial features are different.
So that's why sometimes you sit down and, you tell a stylist, this is what I want, a saloonist, and they tell you, I think this would look better.
Better on
And sometimes it turns out to be perfect.
Very nice.
Okay.
Because your facial features may not be able to go with the style that you requested for first. So the stylist is supposed to look at your facial features and also the body size. So you have to incorporate all those. And the lifestyle of this person. Then I'll come up with a good style that will fit that student.
Amazing.
That client, yes.
One important lesson that maybe most of them will not have outside is on, how they get into the space of employment, the space where they would perhaps own their very own businesses. Are there instances where now you have to train them on how to handle such a space and how to handle their monies and how to make sure that they're successful if employed or if they set up their own entities?
Yes, we do have, and that is done in semester 4 when they are winding up. We have a unit called salon management, whereby now we train them. If you own a salon, how you do manage this? If you are employed, you can also help your employer on how to manage their salon. So we have a unit on that, salon management, on how to manage the salon. Also, we train them on entrepreneurship. So they have a unit that they study on, entrepreneurship, whereby they can be able to go and start their own small business. You don't necessarily have to get employed. You can be a freelancer, but how do you manage your finances? How do you deal with what you get? How do you save? We also teach them on how to save. As much they are earning, how do they save? So we have entrepreneurship, we have